Welcome back to all my subscribers, guys. If you're new in this channel, I hope you're here to stay, and you can do that by hitting that subscribe button. Let's get into this, guys. So, the big ask we're answering today is how can you buy value instead of buying shares because they are cheap, but you start buying shares because of their value. In social media, I've been hearing people asking a lot of questions about certain companies. They'll be like, hey guys, can I buy this company? And people will like, go do your research. Well, I'm here to do that research for you to choose what shares to buy. The main driving factor when it comes to investing is time. The value of your portfolio really relies on what happens over time. If the companies or shares that you're holding, they're doing good over time, therefore you will get great returns. Well, as new investors, we tend to buy shares because they are cheap and we hold them over a long time. Then we ask ourselves, what's happening? Because they just keep on going down. We're on the red every now and then. So, I think it really relies on what the company does. Does that company really solve the problem? Or does it provide services that are valuable to people? Remember, when you're buying shares, you are buying a portion of the company, hoping that it will grow over time. So this portion that you're buying, of which we call shares, you're hoping that the value, not necessarily the price, but it will be reflected in price. You hear people saying, this stock is overvalued, this stock is undervalued. Does the value of the share equals to the price, or it's lesser than the price, or it's over the price, which means it's expensive? This boils down to what the company does, guys. What the company is really trying to solve. Is what they're doing really relevant now and in 10, 20, 30 years to come? Well, in general, as investors or as human beings, we look at the past performance of the company in order to predict the future. That can be done by having to study the balance sheets, having to study the income statement, the past income statement of the company. While we're still there, don't be fooled by the quarterly reports. I tend to look at the annual reports of the company because it's kind of like a long time. It's a year rather than in 3 months. A lot can happen in a year than in 3 months. As investors, what we really want in companies is to see them grow. This means that having more money coming in than the money that is going out. In simple terms, we want companies that make profit with less borrowed money. Because we investors, we do understand now and then companies are going to borrow money to invest on their operation. The faster they pay their money, it's a good indication really that this company is going. How can I see if this company has a future value? Well, it's easy. It's an easy ask, really. This thing is like a relationship. If you are in a relationship with a person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, obviously you will invest your time to get to know that person, to know what they like, to know what they don't like, to know their friends of their friends. This thing, it's just like that in investing. If you are for a long term, you really have to know the company, what they do. You really have to know who are actually investing in those companies. Well, I know I'm not a professor or what, but you can quote me on this. There are 3 things that creates value to human being. If the company provides services and goods that saves time. Secondly, if the company provides goods and services that saves money, because it's all about the money. If the company that saves the money, you would choose the company where you're actually gonna pay less than the company that you are going to pay more in terms of their products and services, not in terms of their shares, obviously. So if the company makes people or provides a good and services that makes people feel good. There are so many companies that are trying to strive for these three things. Therefore, they have to share the market. So now they have to compete against each other in order to try and solve these problems. But choose 5 companies in each industry or 1 per industry. Then you ask yourself the following question: will this company be still relevant in 20 years to come? And secondly, what are they actually doing? What is the problem that they are trying to address? Will that problem be relevant in 30 years to come? SpaceX is solving a global problem, not just an industry problem or a country problem. They are solving a global problem. So that's why there's so much value on SpaceX. Look at Tesla as well. Tesla is solving a global problem. Tesla has been recorded as one of the fastest growing company in the 20th century. Why? Because of the value that they are producing. Because of the value, not current value, the future value. Because we're seeing climate change, and due to climate change, we're seeing that the future, it's not really bright. So we need to start building businesses in a way that they solve climate change. So that's why it's actually going to be, or it is, a good company. Mind you, they haven't even broke even yet. So those are things that you can actually look at the company. I mean, in simple terms, all I'm trying to do here is be the part of the solution by investing in companies that are solving relevant problem. I mean, hit me on the comment section with a South African company that you're seeing that it's actually solving South African problems. Thank you so much. You stayed this far. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that. Chat soon. Stay safe.